Hello, hello, hello. I am here. Yippee. I don't know if anybody else will be, but I'm going to give it a couple minutes while I ink my a couple ink pads here, maybe. Hope that anybody will join me today. And if not, I'll just do one card and be done with it. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. I can see there are two people and three thumbs up, so thank you very much. I don't know when those were given, but thank you, thank you. So today I thought I have to make a birthday card for my brother, and then I just got out a bunch of other stuff that I thought we could make a couple more cards, but I'm kind of clueless as to what I want to do yet. So you guys can help me. And the first one's going to be a 5x7. This is cherry cobbler Stampin' Up! Color. I shouldn't be using a serrated little mini knife, but it came in something recently. Oh, I think fudge from the seashore. And I thought I might as well use it for something. Hi, Judy. Hi, Melanie. Welcome, welcome. Thank you very much for the thumbs up and heart. I appreciate that. How are you ladies doing today? I'm doing pretty good this week for a change. Okay, so let me close this for a minute because I'm not quite ready to stamp yet. All right, I have a bunch of junk on my desk. It's making me claustrophobic. My when the computer's on my left and I have a pile of stuff on the right, that's probably going to be an avalanche, but we need some of it. And I have some things here that were out of a Hobby Lobby ephemera pack. I don't know if we'll use them yet. Okay, so the first thing is back for, I think it was embellishments on the 11th, I made some of these trees, and I thought we'd start with one of those, and I'm going to use this one for my brother, and I'm going to, it's a birthday card, so I'm going to use happy birthday out of, let me see. Oh, those trees were out of this set, by the way, autumn trees, the dies only. Um, what did I pull this stamp out of? Oh, gosh. I'm a disaster. Okay. Out of Rustic Retreat, which is retired, I'm sure. And also an inside sentiment from Peaceful Moments, wishing you every happiness this special day will bring. From my brother. Hi, Fran. Oh, no, Judy. Well, I'm glad you're better than yesterday. Oh, my. And also, I went through my bins of fall paper. Well, only one of them. And I found this splendid autumn paper from, I don't know, last year maybe, or 2024 mini catalog. I decided on this piece of paper, which I've already cut down. And I had a different card base. I was going to use this, which I made into a 5x7. This is part of a Cartabella pack of paper. I think it's just called Fall Fun. We might use this. I don't like that it's got all this decoration on the inside because I like that side. So I might cut this and use this to make two other cards. But the color is really close to Stampin' Up's Old Olive. So, we might do something with that. And I brought out two punches, the Cloud Punch and the Pretty Label Punch by Stampin' Up. Because I'm going to put the happy birthday, I think I'm going to put the happy birthday in a cloud up here with these other clouds, maybe. And then my starting point, therefore, is this card, which is real close to Stampin' Up's, sort of a cross between Cajun Craze and Cherry Cobbler. But the paper was 6x6, so I cut it to what is it, 4 3/4 by 6 because I can't expand it. I think I'm gonna kinda center it and then oh, and those cards came from Hobby Lobby? Uh, yeah, Paper Studio. I had gotten them for $1.24 probably last year. I haven't used any of them. They're 5 by 7 with envelopes, so yay. And I have a whole bunch of other 5 by 7 cards. I don't know where they were from. All different colors. I need to use these things up. And they're not going to get used up today, but you know. All right, so anyway, let me put these back over here so they're out of my way. So the first thing we'll do, oh, so I cut down, also I have these, sorry, I'm all over the place. Recollections. These are flat cards. I was using them for Shuffle Cut Create, and I haven't been doing that for a while now, which is bad. I need to get back into that. Oh no. Yes, I'm sure it does. My blood sugar's been pretty good lately, but my blood pressure is really low, and I don't understand why they had the. I go to a cardiologist now just for precaution because it runs in my family, and yeah, anyway, everything's fine. But at one appointment, my blood pressure was up in only in the cardiologist office. My regular doctor takes it; it's normal every time. Anyway, the cardiologist increased the dosage of my one, high blood pressure kind of medicine, and I think it's kind of making it go too low. But another doctor told me, well, it's better to have it too low than too high. I'm like, okay, whatever. I see my family doctor towards the end of October. My life lately has just been nothing but doctors for me, doctors for my son. I will say I did get to go to the beach for let's see, a Wednesday. We left on a Wednesday. So we got there around noon or so, Thursday, Friday, and we came home Saturday. So basically 2.5 days and overnights. My cousin invited me, and it was really nice. He had a childhood friend, and so it was his friend and his wife. And my cousin, I only see usually about once or twice a year. We usually meet for lunch or something halfway from where he lives to me, because he lives probably 2.5 hours away from me, and so I drove to the shore because he had to drive down here, which I'm closer to the shore than he is. So anyway, we had a good time, got to walk on the boardwalk. It's off season, so it wasn't terribly crowded, and the place we stayed at was amazing. It was actually like a house, half double kinda house. Ugh, that still looks wacky, huh? I guess my re-inking didn't re-ink good. Let me put a few more drops on. So anyway, I did have a vacation in September for a few days, which luckily my son didn't have any appointments that day. We kind of did that on purpose because he's not working. He can't drive. He can't even ride in a car as a passenger without getting dizzy, and they can't figure out what's wrong with him. And the last doctor he's supposed to go to is a neurologist, but he can't get in till the end of January. It's just nuts. Nutsy cuckoo. So I don't know what's going to happen. I have a feeling they put him on short-term leave of absence, but I told him they're not going to wait for you forever. Companies aren't like that. And his boss was really nice about it because his boss has a family member that's going through a similar thing. They can't figure out what's wrong. And that's just scary. I personally am starting to wonder if it's like long COVID or something, who knows? But all his chest x-rays, head x-rays, blood tests, all that came out okay. Anyway, that's personal stuff you didn't really come here for, so I apologize. We all have our things, right? But just between all that, now this week he's actually his dad came and picked him up because they were going away and he's dog sitting for a little bit. So, but I'm in touch with him every day, make sure he's okay. I give up. That's going to have to do. Now, let me leave the ink out. We're doing our stamping first. Get that out of the way. I'll have to get a different spatula thingy to spread the ink better. I'm going to test this one on a piece of paper. Oh, well, that came out a little better. So this is out of the Rustic Retreat, and the other one was out of whatever the other thing was I said. Hi, Samira. Welcome. How are you? I'm so happy to be here. I know I have been really bad lately. I'm trying to catch up, but also I have a craft fair November 1st, and I'm gonna be in panic mode probably starting next week to get ready for that. Okay, this is the cloud punch, and this is the what I say, pretty label punch. I think I want to try and do, if I did this right, like I held my happy birthday up and it looked like it would just fit in the cloud. So I'm going to try it. And I might edge it in like a blue. If I can do this. See, that looks pretty good, right? Get it straight in there. Let me look. Oop, am I on camera? Sorry, everything is a mess on my desk, but that's how it's probably going to be. Okay, so that's what we're going to do for that. That was a scrap I just happened to have. Let's go ahead and glue this in. And I might put some stickers on this or something. Glue. I guess the glue I'm using now is Artist Craft Glue. Oh, this is just laying on there. It has a pin. This is scrapbook.com's glue that I got to try because it has a needle point too you can use, but this I think is fine enough for me for most stuff. So we're going to try it and see, because I'm about frustrated out with art glitter glue. Being able to get it to work or come out or without clogging and all that good stuff. All right, that was easy. Now we're going to do something. I think we're going to do something special with this. Where's my tree? Because if I put this here on this side, uh, I might have it go over the tree like that. But anyway, the deer down here, the rock's going to be protruding into the, I might have to cut this down just a tad on the right because I kind of wanted the deer over here. I might actually just cut this off right at the bottom of the rock, but I don't like the trunk, the tree being like on top the grassy stuff. So I thought I'd get my handy dandy metal ruler and cut a slit in this um, card. Let me get a pencil and kind of mark it. I think, yeah, right about there. So I have to go to about here and here. All right. Now, if I can see that, there's the beginning. I don't do this very often. The only thing is, all right, I think that's pretty straight. Maybe down a little bit. Okay. This is a I think this is Tim Holtz. I'm not sure. It's been a while since I got it. Anyway, that way it'll be coming up and the grass will be growing all around it, if you know what I mean. Does that make sense? Let's see if it'll go in. Let's try it. I didn't cut it. Yeah, did I? Nope, I need to go one more time. This actually isn't really a cutting mat. It's a, for stamping, but it's the closest thing I had for cutting too. Sorry if my head's in the way or anything. Hi, 907 Crafty Life. How are you? Happy fall, y'all. Yep, it's definitely fall. I'm being dangerous here. Trying not to cut myself or anything else I shouldn't be cutting. All right, that's good. Put that away. Don't want to cut ourselves any further. I didn't get it real straight, but if I go like that, I like that better. Do you like that better? And then we're going to have it on here. And then, where's my little cloudy thing? I have to put some blue around the edge there or something. And then our deer. Let's move the tree over just a little bit. I was originally thinking of putting the sentiment across the bottom, but I think I'm going to I have a couple choices. I kind of found this stuff, which is natural, and I could put some of this across the bottom and the top. I kind of like that. Or I have this stuff, which is new from Stampin' Up, and that would be okay too because there the maroon shows through the bottom and the top. It shows through it. The only thing is I don't know how to put that down without the glue showing. And then the other option I have is push it back up to the top and just have a ribbon across. A maroon and gold. Maroon, dark red and gold. And I was originally thinking of that because I brought in some stickles or other glitter glue and either that or a glitter gel pen. I thought we'd add a little glitter to the trees on the leaves on the tree. I can't even talk. And let me get this ruler out of the way. I also have these stickers. I don't think we'll use those. And I had some other stickers somewhere here, but I think we'll use them on the inside. So which one do you think? The maroon with the gold, or one of these at the top and the bottom, or just the maroon with the gold with one of these across it too, or this one at the top and bottom. Let me know before I proceed. In the meantime, let me put my ink away as soon as I figure out what I do with my re-inker containers. I don't know. Ay, ay, ay. How can I lose stuff? I just had it here. Can you hear me okay? Number 3, you like the 2 together, this one and this one, or this one and this one? Say the netting or the twiny one, I guess. I don't know what it's called. Natural. 84 because it's raining. Oh, yuck. Red gold ribbon looks nice. Okay. All right, so we're going to put it at the top with the red gold ribbon and maybe this on top of it or this on top of it. You like both. Okay. I'm leaning towards this one. I kind of like more of the red showing through, so I think I'll do that. Okay. We have a plan. Hopefully my brother will like it. All right, so let's first ink this up. Um, um, I think this is Azure Afternoon, but I'm going to use Balmy Blue, I think. Is this Balmy Blue? Yeah, dark Balmy. Let's use light Balmy Blue. Second ribbon choice. Okay, is that this one? Is this second ribbon choice? It seemed laggy a little bit. Both with the twiny one, the twiny one. All right, let's try that one. Ah, that might go on better, hopefully. I don't know. Yeah, that's nice too. Hmm. Hmm. Things that make you go, hmm. I'll do that one. Okay. All right. First thing is let's do this. And then the second thing is I can't get access to what I have left of the water-based markers, so I'm using alcohol marker and Stampin' Up's Balmy Blue, which is a new one actually, because it's not a new color, it's just a new one because I used all my other one up and got this replaced in one of those more recent Stampin' Up hauls. Okay. And I don't mind if it bleeds in a little bit because, it's a cloud, right? And clouds are not perfect. Nature is not perfect. Which is probably why I like nature so much. Yeah, it is. It's from my brother, so it is meant to be masculine. All right, let's because it'll have to dry. Let's go ahead and do something with these tree leaves. I also have this deco gold pen. I'm kind of leaning towards Stickles if it's not dried up. I have like Gina K glitter glue. Oh, it's not dried up. Whew. Almost all my sparkly glitter glue pastes are dried up. I'm not buying any more because I'm tired of it. I'm just tired of it. It's a waste of money for me because I don't use it enough. All right, so we're going to do something like that. And I'm just going to put a little sparkle on some of these leaves. Because sometimes when the sun hits them just perfectly, they glitter in the sunshine, right? Although I will say our leaves are not so pretty this year. They're just because it was so dry. We did have one day of rain last week, I think, but it wasn't enough because it's been really dry all summer, almost all summer. It started off really wet, I think in June or something, and then ever since then it's been dry. So so are any of you on Medicare? Probably not too many of you. I have a Medicare Advantage plan, and my plan that I've had for 2 years is going away. So I'm back to square one, and I'm hearing that a lot of insurance companies are stopping some of their Medicare Advantage plans. I got my booklet. I picked one of those out, but I also am meeting with a broker soon because I'm thinking of going back on Medicare proper with supplement plans, but even some of the supplement plans I've heard are going to be going away. Okay. So maybe I should have glued this all down before I did that, huh? uh, anyway, Medicare, yeah. I don't know. The problem is I had a 0 premium Medicare Advantage plan, and to go on to, well, except for the Part B that gets taken out of my Social Security, which they use to help pay for some of it. But, I'll need a prescription supplement, I'll need a gap plan, and I don't know if there's another one or not. And I think don't you have to pay for something else? No, I guess not. The stuff that comes out of your Social Security pays for your Part B, right? Anyway, I don't know. I've never had Medicare proper, so I don't know. Judy, I know. Yeah, so just another thing I have to deal with this month while I'm trying to get ready for a craft fair. All right, I'm gonna have to try and glue this all down carefully. I'll glue this first. Actually, I have to glue it at the same time. Uh, And I just stuck my glue in my a little dab of glitter glue. Trying not to glue me to the page. Wouldn't be the first time. Also, thanks some of you for sending me such beautiful cards. I know at least two of you on here, plus another person that's not on here, has sent me some recently, and I appreciate it very much. More than you know. I had them out to show people, but I buried them, so I apologize. I'll have to do it another time. Beautiful cards. I don't know. Should I pop that up a little bit to have it like off the base? Maybe I will. Ooh. Hmm. Let's put a little bit of these black little mini. See, this is what I think about stuff as I go, right? Lift you up. We'll try it. I don't know if it'll work. Better work. Because if it doesn't, it'll ruin my whole card. It'll work, right? That one didn't. It didn't stick on the paper. And meanwhile, trying not to, um, I guess this one didn't stick either. Okay. Those are stuck. Yep. Recommend well care for RXs. 8 scripts for the plan, but do pay minimal for some. Okay. Thank you. I'll see if it's available in my area because, the plans vary from state to state and county to county or whatever you have locality wise. It's just, why do they make it so hard? As we get older, we want it to be less confusing and hard. And it's more confusing and hard than when I was working, it feels like. I guess that was easy because I had health insurance through my company, but even my daughter now, she works for a pretty big company, and she said their insurance has gotten worse over the years, and I'm going to use the back of this little piece of plastic to do this because it's going to smush down the gold. But that's okay. It'll add gold to some of the other spots. There. Now, where's our deer? I'm going to cut this little rock off, or not the rock, the little stem at the end of the rock. And they're going to go down here to cover up that white there. Guess I will also bump the deer up, but not the rock and the rest of it. Hi, Rosa. Welcome. I'm working on a, hope I'm in frame. I'm working on a birthday card for my brother, whose birthday is the 15th. I don't think I'm going to be able to see him that day because that day my son has a doctor's appointment. So, anyway, he's older than me. He's about 5.5 years older than me, actually. Thank you. The background paper was from Stampin' Up! From 2024 mini catalog. I'll let you know in a second what it was called, autumnal something. And the card base was from Hobby Lobby. Oops. Did I forget to put the little dots on the back of the deer? No, I put them on there. I'm going to add a little bit of glue to the deer's ear. I feel like I'm doing surgery. Please don't let me do surgery. No, no, no. All right. Okay. That came out pretty good, I guess. Now we'll try and put the ribbon at the bottom while the sparkles are drying. Get rid of these. Usually I put the ribbon on a card base so I can cut off the edges. So I'm going to have to be kind of really careful. Get my ribbon scissors out here. And I think I will use Fabri-Tac for that. That one is what we decided on with this one on top. All right. So, yeah, I'm going to use Fabri-Tac for this. I'll glue it first and then cut it, hopefully. So, yeah, it is fall. We're already, what, 2 weeks into fall now? It's been beautiful. I actually made myself go out at lunchtime and just walk up and down the street 3 times because it's so nice out. It's actually a little bit nippy in the mornings. So, yeah, I haven't been doing my morning walk. Yesterday, I did meet my daughter and walked for 3 miles, and it was gorgeous then. And we both brought jackets along, but then we neither one wore it because um, I knew we'd be hot. Like, we were a little nippy in the beginning, even though it was lunchtime. But by the end, we were like, I'm glad I didn't wear a jacket. uh, That, yes, the tree I did for embellishments on 11th and was from this set, but don't hold me to that. So the leaves I did in, I believe, crushed curry, on this one, Cajun craze, and then I inked the crushed curry a little bit with something, pumpkin pie maybe. Um, and the base of the tree on this one I did in old olive, but I went around the edges with I can't remember if it was the old suede or if it was pecan pie, just to make it a little more rustic. And then today I put stickles on. It's still wet. But yes, that's a new set from there. I bought it September 3rd. So I had shown it in my one little haul. Thank you. I have a few more of them. We'll do. They're all a little different. But this card is for my brother's birthday. Um, if you came in late. So his birthday, I think I said it is on 15th. So I need something. All right, I need to snip this. Paper scissors, Deb. Paper scissors. And then we still have to put the sentiment on. And stickers on the inside. And also, I usually put something in his card. And so I need to put a little pocket in there. And I think I need a little more glue on the end there too. But I thought that that background was perfect for the paper. I mean for the tree, because it was trees. Fall. I pulled out some other papers too, but they just weren't working for me. And I didn't quite get that right. Okay. Now I need to get my glue out. It's like bubbling over. Come on, Fabric, don't do that to me. I guess I'll use Fabric again. Let's see if I can get it pretty straight. Just a thin line down the middle, maybe. Eh. All right, put my Fabric lid on. Put it in my bin. Oh no. Put it in the bin again. Hope it doesn't over again. And put this on. And put my stamp block on. And hopefully it'll hold it down for a minute. Thank you. I appreciate that. So, has a little bit of gold in the ribbon too, so that'll bring out the gold up here. Okay, we just have to get the sentiment on, which we already stamped, and use the retired cloud punch. Now, let's see. I think we'll put it up here. So I need some these things on part of it and glue on the other part. So let's see. One there. One there. And one here. I think that'll work, right? Nope, I need one on the big bump at the top too. Okay. A little overkill maybe. And thank you. So Rosa, Judy, and Fran have all sent me cards in the recent past. So thank you very much. I truly, truly appreciate it. Truly do. And I will try and do better. I doubt it'll be this year. At least not until after the craft fair. I'm going to kind of go like that. It's a cloud. I put it up a little higher than I originally had it. Oop, I didn't cut my ribbon off yet. That's all right. It'll work. And there. Now, let me see if I have a gemmy or two somewhere after I close my glue up again for the happy birthday. That matches the colors in this card. Did the deer, does that look all right with that strip going across? I'm pretty sure that was meant to be, actually the tree looks like it's leaning now. I didn't get it on straight. Boo hiss. Oh well, not all trees are perfect either, right? Let's get rid of this for now. We cut a slit in this paper, Rosa, and tucked the bottom of the tree under so the grass would be there, but now I'm not loving how this goes across. Maybe I should have just cut the deer off. Oh well. I could put a little bow there or something. Let me get some stuff off my desk real quick, and we'll find some jemmies maybe for. I'm kind of thinking either cherry cobbler if I have anything like that left, or gold, maybe gold, or um, green like old olive or something. Yeah, thanks, Fran. I think he'll like it. He likes deer and stuff just like I do. Okay, gems. Let's not lose track of what you're doing, Deb. Let's see what we have. We'll grab a bunch of Stamping Up gems here I still have behind me. Retired and not retired. And of course, none of the ones, well, maybe these would go all right, or these 3 yellow ones. What do you think? Or they have a bit of sparkle in them, or these clear with gold in them, or I think just these little gold, low profile dots. Those were a gift from my demonstrator. Yeah, I think those. Okay, I need this thing because that's pretty nice and glittery and stuff, so. Okay. Mm, I guess I'll put, are they all, how many sizes are there? Just 2? Yeah, okay. I'll put a big one up on the, up in the, up in the blob, the top of the cloud. Not the blob. I shouldn't call it that, huh? Up there. And a little one. I think I'll go off the cloud, put it there. And maybe another little one. Where? Where? Near the rock? Near the tree? On the tree? Maybe just here. uh, yeah, he will be, how old will he be? He will be 74, I believe. Yeah. And I am 68. Soon, a couple months, will be 69. I'm an old lady. Oh, well. Thank you, Judy. Okay, Samira, thank you. I know you are a busy lady. Oh, I didn't put stickers on the inside, so we're not quite done yet. Stickers I had out to go with. Oh, he likes owls. Do you think it would cheapen it if I put an owl on here? Oh, you know what? I could just put a couple little leaves falling down, maybe. Let's get them out of this shiny plastic mess. And if not, I can maybe put on the inside. Why does the whole card base look crooked now? Like crooked eyes. Maybe I should just put an owl in here. Ooh, I'm trying not to let that drop to the thing because it's probably still wet. You know what though? They have silver on them instead of gold. I don't think I'll put it on the front. I think it might ruin it. But I think I will put an owl on the inside or 2. I had to stand up. I can't see what I'm doing. And maybe, mm, maybe another one down on the other side. I think I like this one. I usually just put, like I would have put this in here. Oh, I was going to put a pocket though. So, mm, this isn't big enough for a pocket. We'll figure that out in a minute. Since I got my sentiment just a tad crooked, we'll put a couple. I thought there was another leaf. Yep. We'll bling it up a little bit. Oops. There we go. Okay. There's our stickery owls. So he has owls that he likes and also deer that he like here. And now a pocket. I have a couple options. I could cut up another one of these, or I could put this and I could if I have a wider piece of this, I can make a little tuck, so I don't like that. Maybe here. Maybe I can cut it off. I don't, it's too skinny. All right, let me find that paper pack somewhere on my messy desk. And by the way, that paper um was out of this Splendid Autumn, it was called, from 2024. I don't know if I have any more of this particular sheet. I have this one, which is similar. Let's see what else I have. Well, I didn't really feel old until 65. 65 started hitting me. And that was what, 3 years ago? Yeah. So 3.5 years ago. That's a pretty paper too, but I don't think I've used it yet. Or maybe I did. I don't know. That's a different tree. I could just use something. No, this is the same. So I could. I'm getting over my thing of, oh, I can't use it all up. And I don't have it anymore because, I have. Maybe I'll just use this part and make it a little wider and then round it. Then I should do it here, shouldn't I? What to do, what to do, what to do. Maybe I'll just bring it down and do this. I think I will. I'm going to cut it here. All right, I have a plan. I don't have enough room on my desk though. I'm going to move you for a minute. Pretty card. And let's cut you. And somewhere I have my corner rounder thingy. Okay. Oh, it's buried under my ink. Let's put the ink away for now. Okay, we're getting there, guys. I think I'm going to angle that maybe. And then round the angle edges. Let's see if that'll work. I don't even know if that'll work because it's. Ay. All right, let's just try it without rounding it. That'll be all right, right? If I just like glue it there, there, and there, and I can tuck something in. I think that'll work. All right. What do you think? You can't see me very well? I'm sorry. Am I out of frame now? I should be in now, right? It's been a while since I've done this, so I apologize. Okay, I forgot to put the pin back in and just put the lid on. And now this glue is doing the same thing. Here it comes, I think. Oh no, that's not good. What did I do with the pin? I thought I put it in. Oh, this is a different glue. That's why. Never mind. Get the right glue, Deb. I did put the pin in. There it is. That glue is going to go in the trash because it feels like it's almost all gone anyway. So this is another sheet of the same paper as what was on the front, my last sheet of it. Just gluing the bottom, this side, and the top, and putting it here. I hope it dries without wiggling anymore. And then I'll be able to have my little gifty whatever right there. Okay. I think finally it's done. Finally. That took a while for one card, huh? Almost an hour. The internet signal? Really? Is anybody else having trouble seeing me or hearing me or anything? I have all the lights on I can put on. I usually have pretty good internet. Oh, thank you. I see the hearts. Thank you. Thank you. Hmm. Weird. Let me just check one thing because my computer is my old computer. I finally picked out a new computer. That's the other thing I'm doing this month. Because, yep, says it's plugged in, so that's good. Huh. Sometimes it acts like it's not plugged in when it is plugged in. That happened to me yesterday, and I had to find it a different outlet actually to plug it into before it would even recognize um, that it plugged in. So that was weird. I have to get a new computer because Windows 11 isn't supported on this computer, and I have Windows 10, and I'm probably still going to use the one for doing my videos, though. Okay, yeah, I'm on Wi-Fi too, but I think I'm okay as far as signal. But anyway, okay, so let me put this paper away, and then we'll figure out what to do with the next one. Um, I don't I don't have any plans. Oh, I had this no, we tried that. It was too skinny. The other trees and stuff I made that day for embellishments on the 11th were these two. I have this one that's more brown. Hang on, guys. Now I'm getting a security thing. I okay. I don't know how to, I'm gonna put on silent so that doesn't happen again. I think it's just my new neighbor walking on the street. If they get too close to my driveway where the cars are, it dings me. So I have these. I think I want to do one more pastel-y maybe, although I don't really have, I don't think I have pastel-y paper out. Let me see. I have this paper out, which might be okay, right? I don't think do I like that? I don't know if I like that. I hadn't planned on doing anything pastel-y, but I don't know. Um, I also don't know what kind of card I want it to be. What do you think? What do you think about pastel-y background? Maybe if I run it through an embossing folder with leaves, but it's got like little roses and stuff on it. I'm trying to see. There's also this one. This is a Paper Studio pack. No, I don't like that. I like the pink better because it brings out some of the pastel-y pink in it. You think it works? Okay. Here's a green one. I like the pink. I'm going to go with the pink. That is this Paper Studio Vintage Floral paper stock. Um, but let me check one other thing. I pulled out this Fall Fun by Cartabella. I don't know what year. And they're not really pastel either. We might use this for the for this tree. I don't know yet. And actually, I had this picked out. What I could do, the problem with that is I think I'd still put it on one of those other card bases because I don't like having this on the inside. I'd have to cover it up anyway, and I actually like that paper too. Um, yeah, let's go with plan A, this one. I'm going to stick this back in here in Cartabella. Maybe for the next one we'll do that. Now, the other issue is I didn't get any sentiments out for this. Let me find a card base. I guess I'll do another 5x7 since I have all these card bases. Let's see what we have. What color will go? Oh, gosh. And I had to remember not to put anything on top of my brother's card till it dries, which I'm notorious for doing stuff like that. Okay. We have black, gray. That's not going to work. That's sort of a pale bluish green. Oh, maybe this one. That's a possibility, right? Has a different green where the roses are, but maybe I can cut it. Something along those lines. I don't know. That's a possibility. Or this paler green. Like almost like a sea foam, right? I think I like the other one better. Of course, it helps if you have them right side up because it's a little bit darker. Actually, I don't know. Maybe I'll cut a piece of cardstock. Heavier cardstock. Yeah, most of these are, that's about it. I thought there might have been a pink, but there wasn't. Just green, gray, and dark gray and black. Yeah, nope. Alrighty. You know what I better do real quick too is clean my stamps. I forgot to clean my stamps. I can use it as a layer, yes. I have to figure out how exactly I want to do that. This was probably, oh, it was white and I just used ink to color it. Okay, that just gave me an idea. No, that won't work. Okay. They're clean enough, I guess, for now. I also have these things from Hobby Lobby. I don't know if I like them for a card because they're shiny and they just look kind of. Oh, this pheasant, my brother would have liked that too, but oh well. And I'll save them for other projects. They came in this I got on sale at Hobby Lobby. Just die cut stickers, but they're like all the different holidays and seasons. So some of the fall stuff I pulled out. I hadn't used any of them yet. Yeah, I think maybe do I have a die I can cut a big nesting thing out? Sure, I probably do. I have these. That's probably not big enough though because the tree's as big as that. That is a problem. All right. Let me see if I have some cardstock out that might work with this. Of course not, because I have all fall colors and not pastel colors. I have old olive. if I put it on an old olive, I think I like that better. Let's get rid of these. I'm gonna, because it brings out the old olive in the tree, but let's get a sheet that I can turn into a card. And then I'll figure out how I want to cut that. All right. Are you like this? I'm so indecisive sometimes. Okay, Rosa, go for your appointment. Thank you for being here. All right, so 5 by 7 would be 7 on the short side by 10. I don't have room. 7 on the short side by 10 on the long side. I wouldn't have had to make it 5 by 7, but I want to. I seem to be into those lately. And score it at 5. Hopefully that worked. Pretty sure I need to replace my blades though, sooner than later. Yeah, it didn't quite get it even, did it? All right, let's try and go with that. And if it's not straight exactly, this side looks better. Okay. All right. I wonder if I could do it like this. That looks kind of cool. Have it at an angle and snip off the ends. And that way I won't have roses on it. The words will be a little sideways. Bye. Yeah, exactly. More real estate. That way the emphasis is the tree. I could maybe just find some leaf stamps and stamp some leaves up in the corners or something to add a little texture. Do you like that? I like that. Oh, hi Fran. Welcome back. Beth. Hi Beth. Yes, I made a card. I'm making another card. So this was our first card, which is a birthday card from my brother. I'm using trees I had done for my collaboration on the 11th called Embellishments on the 11th that I showed in September. And I had made these 3 trees. So now I have one that's a little more pastel, and I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. So I have some Hobby Lobby paper, some old olive cardstock from Stampin' Up, and this was made with white cardstock and Stampin' Up dies and inks. I think they were Stampin' Up inks too. I kind of like that angle, and I'll cut these little roses off because they don't go with the theme of a tree. Now, I don't know what else I'm gonna do with it beyond that, but let me look for if I have leaves down here on the floor near me or something that I can stamp. I have acorn. I have squirrels I didn't do yet. Oh, I also have this bow punch thing. I have little pine cones in this. I don't have any leaves out. How could I not have any leaves out? Well, I have stickers. Mm, do I have stickers? I don't know if I have leaf stickers. I have these stickers. They're not pastel-y. Okay. I think I need to find a leaf stamp. Yes, all right. So that's what we're going to do. And then I guess I can make it sentimentless. No sentiment, and just put some gems on it and maybe a little ribbon or something down the bottom here and call it a day. I just feel like I need something in these corners. I also have these little things I had made. I could add if I wanted to, but I think they'll go better with this other tree because they're more fall colors. They'd even be good for seagrass, coral, or something, right? Um, okay. First things first. Let's pencil mark and cut this. I can always erase the pencil marks. All right, so I'm going to glue this down and then I'm going to cut it. Your internet went crazy? What the heck? Yeah, blank cards are. This actually is, I just made this out of Stampin' Up! Cardstock, but I do have, uh, this card was from Hobby Lobby. It actually is the same color on the inside, which I didn't know when I bought it, but I doctored it up on the inside too. Sorry. So that's what we did on that one. Birthday card from my brother. It's still drying. It has gold stickles on it. Okay, let me glue this down. So I'm not going to put glue in the corners where the roses are because we're going to be cutting those off. And a little bit up at those corners. Okay. So I did that again. I pulled out the wrong glue. Ugh, that one's going in the trash. Sorry. Yeah, my internet does that once in a while. It glitches out. But earlier this week, what's today? Friday. On Wednesday. And I knew this was coming, but I forgot about it. The electric company told us they were doing tree work in the area. So they had to cut the power. They said for 4 hours, but as it turned out, it wasn't, thankfully. It was only about an hour and a half. And it was right on our street. They were doing it down the road. They were cutting trees up at the power lines. The only thing weird is I took a walk down there this morning, or right at lunchtime, I mean, and there's still trees and vines across the wire. So I don't think they finished. It's just really bizarre. All right, I'm going to use the old-fashioned way, scissors, cut those corners off, which I could use on, if I can cut straight, which I could use on a index card or something, but I don't know if I'll save them. I have so much stuff. And this is going to get glue on it because I went over a little bit. Okay. Yeah, not saving them. All right. So there it is upside down. That's okay. We're going to cover it up anyway. Put it together. The words are a little bit upside down. Well, plan B is I could cut this whole thing down and then glue that onto one of those other card bases I had, which are thinner and white on the inside. It's gonna bug me, so I might just do that. Ay, 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 ay. Let me close my glue first. Good thing I didn't have the tree glued down yet. Mm. All right. We're gonna cut this. Well, to 4 3/4. That's gonna be, you know what? I have to do 4 and what is that? 7/8 to make it even on both sides. And then this will make it to 4 3/4. Then I have to do the bottoms too by 1/8 of an inch on each end. Now, the words going right side up is this way. I wish I had a pink card base, but I don't. Okay, at least the words are closer to right side up. And we will save this to use for some other die cutting or something. All right. I kind of like that. It gives us multiple shades of green in the background. I did notice that the bottom here isn't glued down good, so let's re-glue that a little bit. So what are you all up to? Are you doing any crafting, making cards? World Card Making Day is Sunday, but I'm not going to be home most of Sunday, so I thought I'd just come on and make a couple cards today. As many as I can in the time I have. Well, maybe just 3. Uh, we're winging it. I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. Let me make sure I have it spinning the right way because I've been known to do that too. Upside down cards, upside down paper. But see, there's always solutions as long as you catch them ahead of time. All right, I'm going to stand up so that I can hopefully see if I'm getting it on straight or not. Although sometimes I think these store-bought card bases are not always straight either. Now, the question is, I kind of like that, just it's like a focal point. Should I bump it up? And I still haven't figured out what I'm going to do in the corner. All right, one sec. Let's see what else I have on the floor down here. I have these leaves. I could just put one leaf in each corner. Shall we do that? Let's do that. It's easier than stamping because I don't have a stamp right here. These were Jolie's, and I have no idea. Oh, 2017? Guessing I got them at Joann's or somewhere. And look, that's sort of pinkish even. And brown. And green. I don't think I will bump it up. I think I'll glue it down. I don't know. Should I put a little twine on? I don't think I'll even put twine or anything on. I think I'll just like it like that. For every day, could put any sentiment on the inside that you want. I might leave it sentimentless for now, without sentiment. I actually should be making a card also for my new neighbor who moved in like a month ago now. I think, yeah, they actually bought the house at the end of July, but they were having a lot of inside stuff done to it, painting and new carpeting and stuff, or new flooring before they ever moved in. There, card number 2. Isn't that pretty? Something different. And these came to the rescue. I used all the little leaves from it because I just felt like I needed something up in the corners. I just want to take a minute and say thank you again for all of you being here. I have one more tree I can do something with. Maybe. I think we'll go back to traditional colors now. What would you use this card for? Just actually like welcome fall or something would be good on it, but that seems weird as a sentiment to me for on a card. Hmm. Let's see what else I have for sentiments on the floor down here. Just could be a hello card, a simple hello. I was thinking of making a cottage wreath card for the neighbor, and I could also use leaves on that, but not today. I don't have it in me today. Mm, I'm not really seeing any sentiments that are wowing me right at the moment. Um, Thinking of you, yeah, I do quite a few of those. I think I will leave it blank, and when I decide who I'm gonna send it to, I'll put something either that's coming up a little bit. I will put something either on the inside or on the front here. The little bottom of the tree. That paper from Hobby Lobby, the pink paper, has a little texture to it, which I like. I think it works. There we go. Nope. Ah, nope. Where's my stamp block? Put that on there. Hold it down for a second. All right, let's bring in the other tree. Now we're going to go back to traditional, I believe. And I think we will use some paper out of Cartabella Fall Fun from, I have no idea when. Let's see if the back of one of these packs says. Nope, I don't see anything. Hmm. But there's all kind of little tags and stuff in here too, and I have stickers. I have six, but I have big paper too. So let me see. All right, let's move this one out of the way now. So that's card number 2. Um, well, yeah, card makers generally do make cards and do a video or something for World Card Making Day. I don't know if I'll have time to do another one, but I know I won't be home for a live, so I was thinking of going live, but I can't. I'll be out all afternoon that day. So um, it was something, I don't know where it started, but Stampin' Up! Always, all their demonstrators used to, have lives and make cards and do whatever. So that's how I learned about it. But it's October 5th. I got an email from one of the designers from somewhere mentioning it, so I jotted it down. See these colors. That's pretty. But I don't know about plaid with a tree. Let's see what else I have. Oh, oh, oh. That would be pretty if I had something on top of it. It's a little too much right at the start. And this paper is really textured too. Oh, this one maybe. It's a little less busy. Think that's too much? I kind of like that one so far, but I still feel like I'd need something solid behind it. I'll also look back through the Stampin' Up! Paper I had used for the first one. Sorry, I'm crinkling. Oh, look, there's even wreaths in here. Oh, maybe I'll use this for my neighbor. Or I could just use something plain like this. No, I don't like that. It's too dark. Decisions. Let me look through the Stampin' Up! Paper again, too. I also I found this one piece of glitter paper. So we might be able to use that and layer it. Maybe I would layer that on top of that and have this in the background. What do you think? So far, I like that the best out of this stuff. So let me put the ones I don't want to use away and figure out a card base. So since I have more orange here, I could use pumpkin pie. or Cajun craze, maybe. The pumpkin pie, I think. Or let me bring in the green again. Old olive. Nope, I'm going to go with pumpkin pie this time. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is cut my card base and put this stuff somewhere. I'm out of room. I'm out of room. Okay. And we're going to once again cut it to 7 on the short side. So this is 8.5 by 11 paper, which we're going to cut to 7 by 10. 7 by 10. So unlike with A2 cards, you don't get 2 card bases out of one sheet of paper. You get one and some scraps. And then we're going to score it at 5. And yeah, I got that crooked because my thing is not laying flat. So let me try and fix that up a little bit. Some people don't score it, they just fold it over, but I never had luck. The paper seems to not be as sturdy that way. All right. Then I was going to use this in the background. Now you could also, you don't have to have paper. You can just ink it or use stencils. That's another option, which I have stencils for fall. I just didn't have them out. So I'm going to cut this, a piece of it, to 4 3/4 by 6 3/4, excuse me. 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. I'm just going to cut it off the bottom down here, I think. 4 3/4. Oh, I know why. 'Cause I didn't cut the little border thingy off. And now I have to open it up again to 6 3/4. All right. And not put that away yet because I'm going to have to cut the... I kind of would like this to be a big oval, but I know I don't... Oh, you know what? I know I don't have a big oval, but I did just get these not too long ago, I think. No, a while ago. Spellbinders, notched corner frames. Don't remember when I got them. Let's see. Will the tree fit in? The tree will fit in actually the second one. So let me try that. You made a bunch of Halloween cards. See, I haven't done that yet. I had done these with Stampin' Up! Paper. They're index cards and a time card, because I think I did these in September too, one week for hashtag Deck the Year by Penny's Crafted Creations. This was Stampin' Up! Paper and sticker sheets and punch outs. And I think, yeah, I think it was all from there, from a new Halloween paper. And that's as far as I got, but I was thinking of doing an October daily. Well, it's already the 3rd and I haven't done it, so I just don't think I have it in me this year, but I don't know, we'll see. All right, I'm going to move this and get these out. Maybe. I made a bunch. You're so good, Fran. Did you show them on your channel? I apologize if you haven't, if I haven't seen it and you did. To be honest with you, I've been on YouTube, but I've been watching videos about retirement, videos about Medicare, just weird stuff. I'm going to have to move some things on I have all those envelope stuff stacked up on my die cutting machine. All right. They're going down on the floor with all that other stuff. Okay. Doesn't really need to be straight, but because there's no pattern in the glitter paper, but that's not really holding very well. Anyway, yeah, I might as well take that off. All right, I'll be right back. I'm just turned around here to the die cutting machine. So you've been working on Halloween cards. What's everybody else doing? I'm still also trying to be a healthier me. So that didn't cut it good, did it? Nope. Hang on, I have to try it again. Have to try it again. Once back and forth didn't quite go through. Glitter paper's hard sometimes. I should have taped it down, but anyway. Trying to get it in the same in little indent thingies so I don't get double cutting. I hope it works. I'm gonna go 2 times more. Back and forth. Yeah, that still didn't really. All right, I'm gonna get my little bladey thing I had out earlier and just cut it. Where's my pad thing? Cut it. Try and cut it loose. The backing paper is keeping it. So just so you know, you have to really run them through quite a few times, and I didn't get it exactly lined up, but it would be fine. It'll be fine. I think it'll be fine. Be careful if you use any sharp objects like this, especially if you shake or anything. I'm fortunate that I don't usually unless I'm really hungry or have a blood sugar issue at the moment, but I'm okay right now. That doesn't happen to me very often. Maybe a plain oval would have been better, but I know I don't have any big enough. All my ovals are more just for A2 size cards, and they're not big enough for that tree. Okay, not perfect. I might trim that up a little bit with just scissors. Sorry. Okay, I think we're in business now, maybe. Maybe. I'll put this back on there. So, like me, you don't have to use products from just one place, right? That's really still rough. Put that down the bottom. And that. What do you think? Does it need something else? It needs something else, huh? Like what? Ribbon again or something? I don't know. I have that same kind of ribbon as the red we used before, but I have it in this color. I think it looks okay. I might ink around the edges of this before I lay it down. Oh, you will on the 11th, okay. Uh, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm trying to work on all my next 3 I already pre-recorded all my 52 weeks of color inspiration for the whole month of October every Sunday. Those videos are done and scheduled, but I'm gonna be working on my, 10 on the 10th Christmas cards hosted by Metal Scrap and Chick, embellishments on the 11th for the 11th, which is mine, and I have to do 2 months worth of jewelry making fun collab on my from my other channel, Dahlia Designs Jewelry and More. That's for the 18th, and I need to get them all done, like, over this week, by I'll say by Monday, end of day, because Sunday, I'm not gonna be home in the afternoon. So that's a lot. I need to do it all in that short time and pre-schedule 'em because the rest of the month, between doctor's appointments and getting ready for my craft fair, I'm not gonna have time to do much of anything. I think I wanna ink this with something, maybe pumpkin pie, maybe. Yeah, since that's pumpkin pie. It just looks a little too too much, too bright. Um, and do I wanna use a finger dauber? I think I'm gonna use a brush and just see how it goes. Let me put scrap paper under that. Get rid of this sharp thing before I cut myself. All right. Just want to go around the edges a little bit. I might go around the edges of the card too, just to, I don't know, it just looks a little too stark to me or something. And I can't tell you where that orange glittery paper came from. I have no idea if it was Stampin' Up or Dollar Tree or somewhere else. Let's try that. Let me leave that open for a minute and bring this back in. I like that better. I don't think I will ink the card. How are we doing on time? An hour and 33 seconds. 33 minutes, excuse me. All right. Let me put this in here. Um, all right, I need to do some surgery on this again. It's got little fuzzies since it didn't cut right. Actually, maybe I'll just ink around it too. Yep, that has a little glitch right there. And there's another fuzzy. Maybe I will. I'll take whatever's left on that brush and just go around the edge of there. Because it kind of has it's white on the back. And that, because it got fuzzy, it's showing the white. Oh well. Okay, good enough. And that just adds a little something on there. We could also add gold again on the tree. Um, let's see if I have anything. Or we can just wrap twine around it. Oh, you know what? Maybe I have some. I don't have any right here though. I was thinking gold. Oh, yes, I do. Maybe I could wrap this around the tree base and tie a little bow before I glue it down. This was a scrap just laying on in my ribbon drawer over here. Probably off some kind of packaging. Stuck. There we go. I think that would be all right if I glue it down and get it tighter. Maybe I won't wrap it around it. Maybe just tie the bow and put it on top. Okay, let's just move forward with this. Glue. We need glue. Just two of you here now. I'm lonely. This paper also has texture, this Cartabella paper. Just like the Paper Studio one, it has like a pebbled texture to it. I had to stand up. Ugh, oops, I'm stuck. My headphone was stuck. Microphone. Why does that look so crooked? I don't think this card is cut straight or something. I'm going to put it straight to the left edge and then I can trim this off. In fact, let's see if we can. No, I'll do that later because I have to use a different trimmer to do that. Okay. I think this was in a pack of Dollar Tree Halloween glitter paper or something, maybe. I don't know. It was just loose in my bin, so. And once again, I'm just going to glue that down too. I think this was soft suede paper, which is a retired Stampin' Up! Color. But with cherry cobbler, crushed curry, I think maybe just those two colors, but I inked the crushed curry yellow with some, looks like pumpkin pie maybe. That little bottom I never seem to get glued on enough. Yeah. Okay, now stick that back in. I think it's crooked there. I think this is crooked too. That's not going to move. Okay, I can't do straight cards. If you want straight cards, don't come here. Okay, take care. Thank you for being here, Fran. I'm almost done anyway, so. But thank you, whoever is here still, for being with me today, and everyone that was here earlier too. And now for this, I think we'll use a glue dot or two. Once I get it perfected. Haha. Okay, glue dots. Here they are. Oh, there are no glue dots in my glue dot box. It has to go down to the recycle. Okay. All right, I'll put a little dab of Fabric-Tac. That'll work. Maybe. My Fabric-Tac's glooping out. Put a little line right across there. Okay. There we go. Not too bad, right? Thank you. That's okay, Fran. Hobbies are important. I can't give any advice in that area because I haven't been successful with that, but you know, hobbies are important. Family is important. Maybe, okay, on this one, I think on the inside, I'm going to put another sheet of this. I'll put white with another strip of this background paper, I think. Where's that background paper here? I have to cut another longer strip though, right? Yeah. All right. I have card bases from Recollections. Those flat cards, I think. Yep. So let's go ahead and ink around that again. Actually, let's cut it down by um, a 1/4 inch on one side and a 1/4 inch on the top because it's 5 and I want to show some of the orange underneath it by 6, and I have to go off my desk. Sorry, guys. 6 3/4, 4 3/4 by 6 3/4 is what I'm cutting it to. That should work. Eh, 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 eh. Now, oh, that's why I had that out. Let's dropping stuff everywhere. Let's ink it up with pumpkin pie again. Yeah, the Fabric-Tac worked well there for that. In fact, it worked better than glue dots, I think. So anyway, because it actually got a little of this done too. But I don't think that glue's holding real good against the glitter paper, but I'll fix that up a little later. I think before I can do anything else in this room, I have to straighten up, put some stuff away, straighten up. I'm also wanting to do D-stashes, and I had hoped that would be this month, but I think it's going to be November instead. Unfortunately, I had hoped to do it sooner than that because I know people are already doing fall Halloween and all that. And some of what I have will be fall and Halloween and Christmas. Lots of Christmas stuff I'll probably get rid of. And then just regular everyday stamps and everything. I have a little bit of everything I'm going to really be going through, and paper, going through my stuff and seeing if I can come up with reasonable D-stashes. I actually thought about having Tina Crafty Bean come and seeing if she would buy, but I don't want to sell my whole craft room because half of it is jewelry stuff and that's actually a micro business. So I don't like that at the bottom. So that's where a strip of this other paper is going to go. Let me move that out of the way. So now I need to cut this again. Um, I'm just going to cut about a 3/4 inch piece off maybe. Mm, yeah. You know what, before I do that, let me cut this strip off at the top because it's making the cutter, and look, I could have used that. Okay, so yeah, 3/4 is a nice size by, what did I say? 4, nope, ugh, shoot. It's gotta be 6 3/4. Going off the desk again, sorry. 6 3/4. I think I want that leaf, so I'm gonna go to 7 and then I'll cut it back down on the other end. 6 3/4. Because that leaf was already off the end anyway, so. Okay. So that'll go here. Let's ink that a little bit on the top and bottom edges. And then we'll glue that on, and then we'll glue the whole base in. And this one also doesn't have a sentiment yet, and that's okay. I haven't decided what I want them to say. I mean, I could use this one for welcome to the neighborhood, but I don't know. I think that needs a little more ink on the edge of this. To make it kind of flow with the rest of it. Ugh, sorry, I'm sniffling. I don't know. Maybe because I took a walk. Maybe the fresh air and whatever is making me sniffle. All right, and I'll just glue that in, and that'll be it. And then I'll bring all the cards in, just as a summary for those that might not have seen it from the beginning. Okay. I know Friday afternoon's not the best time, but it's the only time I could manage to do it this week. Okay, let's put that here. Just get some out of the way, maybe, if I don't have an avalanche. I probably will have an avalanche. All right. Bring in the first card was this one. Very sparkly. Second card was this one. And the third card we just did is this one. How'd I do? Did I do okay? Not bad, a minute and almost 2 hours, so, yeah, I figured 2 hours, and that's what I allotted, and so that's this doesn't go here. That's where we are, almost. Anyway, today's Friday. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Do you have anything planned for the weekends? Anybody going pumpkin hunting or you know what I haven't done? I haven't gone to, like, an, orchard nearby. I used to go in the fall and just they used to have hay rides. I didn't go on those, but just to walk around and maybe get some fresh produce. I used to go for pies, of course, but I don't eat them anymore, so but, and I'm not big on are you pro pumpkin or not pumpkin or pumpkin spice, I should say. I like pumpkin pie, which I'll have to do crustless pumpkin pie this year, but, I'm not big on, like, pumpkin spice tea, coffee, everything else, so what do you think? Pro pumpkin spice or not? So this might be a thinking of you or a hello card, or I could put a sentiment right here or just on the inside. And same, this one could be also. This is going to bug me though. I have to put more glue on here. 100% pumpkin pie. Pumpkin butter. Yes, pumpkin butter would be good. I like apple butter too. But again, I have to do like, well, I shouldn't have it at all because even the no sugar added has apples have sugar, so I eat them only once in a while and usually with nuts or peanut butter on with them, something like that, because to offset the natural carbs, but it's better than eating cookies and stuff like that. How about in coffee and stuff like that? I like my French vanilla, sugar-free French vanilla creamer I can't seem to give up, but I'm not a big flavored coffee person. Some people are, they love it, but I like my coffee just as coffee. And tea, I'm kind of funny that way too. Pumpkin farm tomorrow. Oh, how fun. You going with like grandchildren or something, or just you and hubby, or oh, that sounds so much fun. Like so much fun. There used to be a farm up near my daughter that had a corn maze, but I think they sold the farm. Probably it'll be turned into a new development or townhouses or something like everywhere else around here. You don't like your coffee flavored, but you love pumpkin tea. I've never had pumpkin tea. Huh. I'm a little bit afraid of getting that. There's a store, I guess it's nationwide. It's called World Market, and they are the only place around here I can find the Republic of Tea in the cans. They're unbleached tea bags, and they have some flavors I really like ginger peach, and they have a lean green tea that has cinnamon and Garcinia something or other in it, and I really like that. My son was like, it's okay." And he doesn't usually like, oh, what was the name of it? Oolong. But I bought a new oolong from there and he finished it. I didn't care for that one and he liked it. Pumpkin donuts. Oh, I haven't had donuts in forever. You like loose tea. Yeah, I have some of that too. It's old though. I hope it's still all right. It was from Tivana. I have some from Tivana still. So, which I'm pretty sure I got in Texas. And I haven't been to Texas in years. Anyway, that's where I used to work. Um when I went to the office down there. So, yeah. All right, guys, I will let you go. Thank you for hanging out with me today and chatting and watching me struggle through making cards and my indecision. Yeah, pumpkin donuts. Now that does sound good, I have to say. All right, if you bring me one pumpkin donut whole, I might be able to manage that. If I have some protein with it, I don't know. It's hard. I'm on this low carb thing. It's hard when the holidays come around and stuff. So, but I'm trying. I'm trying. Oh, wow. Awesome. They're coming down from Rhode Island. Yay. Nice to have your family coming. That's great. Enjoy. Enjoy while you can. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go. Thank you again for hanging out with me and have a great weekend. Have fun with your families. And I'll be back, if not before that, I'll try and have a video video up for World Card Making Day. I'm not positive. Um, but if not, I'll be back on the 10th for 10 on the 10th, okay? And then, oh, also Sunday, the 5th, I will have 52 weeks of color inspiration. And just a hint, all my pages, except one, are going to be fall themed coloring pages for that collab too. So, yeah. Bye. Hugs, love, and peace, everyone. Thank you.